All right, everybody, what is going on? So, Battlefield resets in 16 hours, and I said I was going to get a guide out on how to beat Metal Cooler, just going over some different teams that you can use to get this guy out of here. So, a little bit late on this, but be sure you guys get this done before it goes away. So, if you're having trouble with Battlefield Metal Cooler, let's go ahead and hop in. So, the first team that I do want to try here is the Ginyu Force. I love the Ginyu Force team. Now, of course, if you don't have LR Ginyu, this might be a little bit difficult, but I'm sure you could replace this guy with, like, I don't know, a good option would probably be like Goldo. Goldo would probably be a good option to replace him with because Goldo does have a bunch of debuffs. So that's who I would probably replace him with. So I'm going to start out with these two. Again, if you don't have this guy, I would probably use this one as your sub-leader because he is Ginyu Force 130%. This guy is all types 120, so this guy is going to give you a slightly higher leader skill if you do not have this Ginyu Force right here. Then I am going to bring the other two LRs. Those two are completely free to play, so you guys should have access to them. We're going to bring these two. They're just general banner units. And then finally, I'll bring Jace. Jace doesn't really have anything important to do here other than just give us a scouter. It's not really going to matter. I probably should have swapped him out for maybe Birder or, again, Goldo. But I'm just going to bring Jace. He should be fine after we start getting a bunch of debuffs off. So let's go ahead and hop in here. LR Ginyu, or not LR Ginyu, Dokkan Ginyu, of course. Captain Ginyu is going to be really good in here. All right, let's see what we got going on. We'll go ahead and float off the physical Ginyu. We do have LR Ginyu right here in slot 1. You know, very good unit. He does have, like, a bunch of stuff going on with his kit. So we'll keep him in slot 1. No debuffers on this first rotation is a little bit unfortunate. But we did go ahead and grab some support right there. Let's just see what happens. We could be in for a bit of a bad situation here. Because Raccoon and Goldo are our main debuffer, I guess, on this team. But anyway, let's just see what happens here. I have defeated Ginyu in the past. Or, I'm sorry, I have defeated Metal Cooler in the past with the Ginyu Force team off camera. But I figured I would go ahead and get a run right here on camera just to show you guys how effective they can be. So LR Ginyu starts out with a 10 million attack stat. Remember that he does raise the stats of the other units after he does super attack right here. Because he does get that, what is it, the one-turn support buff, so that's good. We also got enough orbs. Oh, there's the stun. That's really good. We got that off. Okay, so now he can't attack us. We got the stun off, so now we're safe for 2 rotations. And then we have Raccoon and Goldo on the next rotation, who can also apply debuffs. So as long as their super attacks land, then, you know, we'll be in a really good spot. Another thing about Raccoon and Goldo, by the way, is, what was I going to say? I forgot. Oh no, my brain, I just lost it. I started thinking about my headphones that are on my head, and I lost my thought. No, what was I going to say? No. Oh, no, it wasn't about Raccoon and Goldo. I was going to say, Raccoon and Goldo, the bad thing about them, right, is that they don't really have additionals, other than their hidden potential, obviously. But the bad thing is that, like, if Cooler dodges us, then we're not going to be able to apply the debuff right here. What I was going to say is that, you know, if you stun a boss, I feel like it should stun their ability to dodge. Like the whole thing is, like, they're stunned, they can't move, they can't attack, they can't do anything. Why can they still dodge if they're stunned? And I think that should apply to our characters, too, you know? Like, if you get super attacked and the boss stuns you, then you shouldn't be able to dodge either. I think that would be pretty interesting. They can make, like, a domain effect. Like, imagine, like, a time skip hit that has a domain that stuns all your characters. So, for, like, while that domain is up, you can't do anything, basically, unless you override it. All right, sick dodges, bro. At least we got the debuff off, right? Like, that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and pop the active skill here. Very nice. That'll give us a bunch of buffs, which is really, really good. Gives us the huge active skill buff, so, yeah, we're looking really good right there. 500k defense from these guys. Let's go ahead and get their support up. So now they're at 548k. They are going to lock this guy down. Dokkan Ginyu is going to start flying this guy's HP off. So let's go ahead and just get that off of there. Again, assuming that the attacks land. I mean, that's always the issue. Boom! Sick dodge, Ginyu. We love that. I mean, there's probably like 4 more coming, knowing this Metal Cooler, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. 14.75 million from the LR Ginyu Force here. That's pretty good. I'm glad I'm getting value out of this unit, right? Like, you know, I did summon for them. I don't regret it at all, but very glad that I can actually get value out of them. That's really good. Oh, no, don't dodge that. I need you to get hit by that one. Well, okay, well, I guess I dodge you right back, so... as long as Ginyu's attacks land, I mean, that's really what's going to do the most damage here. I just wanted the LR Ginyu attacks to land to get the debuffs. So, anyway. Ginyu, if you can give me an additional, please. Perfect. A double super from Ginyu. Oh, man. We still get the stack, but that's unfortunate. Okay, well, that's all right. We haven't really taken damage. I mean, that's the power of the Ginyu Force here, right? As we have, like, not taken any damage so far. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, nice. We haven't really done any damage, though. That is kind of becoming concerning to me. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not necessarily worried about losing here by dying. I'm worried about getting timed out. I'm worried this might go to timer, so we'll see. It just depends on how much Metal Cooler wants to dodge us. All right, this shouldn't really do any damage to us. We have a bunch of support up. They got a little bit of build up in. Ooh, 200k. All right, well, that's all right. If anybody was going to get supered, I'm glad that it's these guys because they are going to debuff. Hopefully they get the stun off. Very good. They got the seal and the stun. Very good, very good. We're looking good here then. You know, you get a stun off like that and it just protects you entirely, so everything about this is a little bit of RNG. I mean, if, you know, Cooler had dodged that, which he could have done. I don't know what this Cooler's dodge chance is. I guess I can pull it up just on the side here while we're looking for things to talk about, while the Ginyu Force is just eternally attacking this guy. Ooh, should I go ahead and transform? You know, why not? I probably don't need more defense out of Ginyu. I'd probably rather just have the offense. And you know what? Listen, it's not every day I get to play this, so I'm going to play this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I love that active skill too much to just skip over it. It's too good. All right, so that'll be good as well, though, because now that he's attacking, he'll be building up, like, dodge chance and crit chance and a bunch of other really good stuff. Let's go ahead and grab LR Ginyu's as support. Let's go ahead and just grab whatever for you. Jay should be fine at the end. Worst case scenario, he might take a little bit of damage, but we're back up at full HP, so it's not a big deal. So Metal Cooler has a 15% chance to dodge. I know this is, like, ridiculously hard to see, but right here, may evade enemies' attacks, including super attacks, 15% right here. So that is pretty high for a boss. 15% is pretty high. Oh, sick. We got the stun off again. Very good, very good. All right, Ginyu, if you can come through with the triple super for me, that would be very ideal. We love the Milky Bombers here. Thank you. There's one. Oh, that's a normal. That's okay. That still builds us up. And then, boom, a double super. This Ginyu always comes through with at least a double super for me. I love Ginyu. Ginyu is, like, one of my favorite releases ever that they've done in the game. I absolutely love Ginyu. I was excited on release. I'm excited now. I love his OST. He's just very swaggy. You know, one of these days they are going to easy A him sooner rather than later. And he is going to be a force to be reckoned with, so... what do I want to do here? I guess I can keep Jason Birder on rotation. That'd probably be better for our links because they share like 6 out of 7, right? Yeah. So let's do that. We don't really need the LR Ginyu on rotation. They're not really doing anything. Well, actually... whatever. I was going to say, they need a Ginyu on rotation, don't they, to guard? Well, we'll figure it out. Or is it just a Ginyu Force? Maybe. No, it is. They need Captain Ginyu to guard, don't they? Well, maybe that was a mistake. We have another Ginyu coming onto this rotation, though, right? Who do we float off last rotation? Because we have LR Ginyu, LR Ginyu, LR Ginyu, Dokkan Fest Ginyu. And then who's our other... Oh, Jace. Jace is coming onto this rotation. Well, I might have made a big mistake. Might have made a big mistake. We'll see. We'll see. Crap. That's why I need a Ginyu on rotation. Oh, well. We'll figure it out. That'd be really sad to get 9 minutes into this run right here and then have to die, but you know, it is what it is. All right, go Ginyu Force, yes. All right, there is a shot here that we do just take him out, but you know, we'll see. Let's grab these. That'll get us our support. That's the 2-turn support. Let's go ahead and grab. Let's grab these. I'll save the STR orbs for next turn in case we need those, and then we'll grab those right there. Okay. 9 charges left. That is 3 rotations. As you guys know, you can only be in a battlefield fight for 10 turns. So we've been in here for a while, but Luckily, we're kind of just at a stalemate, but we're winning. Like, we're just whittling him down. Like, we're in a battle of attrition right here with, Oh, we got the stun off. Did you guys see it? Did you guys see it pop up before, like, the super attack animation played? That was pretty good. But yeah, we're in a bit of a battle of attrition here, but that's really good because that means that I kind of get a free pass for screwing up my Goldo rotation next turn, so that's good. Nice. Come on, Ginyu. Give me the triple. Oh, got the normal again. Give me the... Come on, give me the additional... Ooh, it's just the normal. Okay. The good news is that we stunned him for this turn and next turn, so he can't heal. Whenever you get stunned, it also breaks the healing action, so he can't heal on this turn either because he is still stunned. Ooh, this would have been a spooky turn if we had not gotten that stun off. Holy. This would have ended the run with, like, that little HP remaining. All right, well... I mean, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed that we take him out right here, but we should finish him up on this turn right here. Surely he's not going to dodge all three of the attacks here. Yeah, okay, Raccoon and Goldo should be sweeping up. All right, well, that is taking out Metal Cooler with the Ginyu Force team. Oh, well, hang on, not quite. Not quite yet. Okay, now it should be good. But that's taking out Metal Cooler with the Ginyu Force team. I'm going to go ahead and cut after we get the KO to pop up. And we will come back with another team, maybe Peppy Gals, maybe like GT bosses. We will see, and I will be right back. All right, we're hopping back into a Metal Cooler. And one thing I do want to talk about, you guys have already seen it, but you can do everything to this Metal Cooler. Like literally, you can lower his attack, you can lower his defense, you can stun him, and you can seal him. So whenever you're building teams for this, it doesn't necessarily need to be like an AGL or like a monotyping team. Just bring a team that you know is filled with debuffing characters. Like the Ginyu Force team was a good example for the first run. Other good examples can include like the Peppy Gals team and GT bosses. And just any other teams that you can come up with to beat this guy. And those are the other two teams I do want to go ahead and showcase in here. So the next one we're going to do is Peppy Gals. I do want to run the Peppy Gals team in here. So I'm going to run Android 21 as my leader. If you don't have her, there's like a million Peppy Gals leaders. So I'll bring Ribrianne here as my secondary. But if I didn't have like one of them, I could bring, you know, Launch. She's a Peppy Gals leader. This Ribrianne who just got her Easy A as a Peppy Gals leader. So, you know, just get a little bit creative with who you need to bring here. Of course, I'm going to bring Bulma. Chilai can seal, she can dodge, she can heal. I'll bring Oceanus. I guess we can bring this new Giant Ribrianne. This Giant Ribrianne, I think, is pretty good. I don't know that she has, like, any debuffs or anything like that. But I think I am going to go ahead and bring her because... I don't know, I think she's just going to be, like, pretty decent damage. So let's bring her. And then I guess either... Let's bring Launch, because Launch can do a bunch of attacks. So let's bring her. And let's go ahead and hop in here and see how it goes. Yeah, Peppy Gals has always been, like, a very reliable team for, like, these, like, final battlefield bosses. Because almost always they can be, like, susceptible to attack debuffing. So, like, Peppy Gals has always been, like, a go-to for a lot of people in these situations. I will do this. I'll put Android 21 in slot 1. This may be a little bit risky because, like, nobody here is really a slot 1 unit. But after those first two attacks, we should be fine for the rest of the fight right here. Let me go ahead and grab these, and then we'll grab just, like, all of this with the Ribrianne. I'm not entirely sure what Giant Ribrianne does. So, we'll just have to see what happens. Of course, he opens with a super. That's not good. Would have loved to dodge there. Like, we got all of our slot 1 units that could have gone in slot 1 on the other rotations. I mean, that's just always how it goes, right? And we're dead. Okay, well... I guess we're not doing Peppy Gals. Well, Peppy Gals can be really good unless you get a rotation like that where all your characters end up in another rotation. So, scratch that. Let's do GT bosses. I promise Peppy Gals is great, but Bulma, Chilai, Int Ribrianne, like all these other characters that could have gone in slot 1 just ended up on another rotation. So let's bring Hellar Omega. Of course, you gotta bring Omega. Who do I have for my second GT bosses lead? It's probably going to be those guys. Let me just double check and make sure there's not anybody else here that I can bring. What are you? You're 130. You're also 130. You're 130. And then Artificial Life Forms. Okay, so yeah. I guess let's bring Texin. Let's bring him. We got to bring Baby. Baby's really good. We got to bring Rildo. We got to bring STR Omega for the debuffing. I think I do want to bring Ice and Nova, maybe. Because they seal, right? Oh, no, they have a great chance of stunning. Yeah, that's really good. And then for my final pick, I guess I'll bring Super 17 since he's type advantage. Let's go with that. All right, this should be pretty good right here. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna have to go do another run to do. I am gonna get a winning Peppy Gals run in here, but of course we got just like a really bad opening rotation with them. All right, so this is actually really good rotations as well. I'll keep LR Omega in slot 1. I mean, of course, like that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and grab these. LR Omega is a really powerful unit. Like, he can hold up in a lot of really good content. His issue is always that, like, the units around him can't really hold up, which kind of, you know, brings him down a lot. But, like, he himself is a really, really good character. So, like, this is probably double digits right here, all things considered. Maybe not on the first attack. Close, you know. But, yeah, I'm not really concerned here. Omega can just eat all of this up. Omega's a really good unit, so... Not really concerned about him. And then after this turn, you know, we're going to have Omega debuffing. We're going to have... Okay, Cooler, relax, buddy. Relax, dude. What is this? But we're going to have Baby. He's just, like, debuffing me into oblivion. Hey, thanks for dodging, Omega. Really appreciate that. Baby's going to debuff. Omega's going to debuff. Who else do we have? Rildo? Rildo doesn't debuff, but Rildo's buffing the other two characters on rotation, so that's good. All right, so yeah, this is another debuff right here, so that's good. Who do we have on the next rotation? The STR Omega. Okay, STR Omega on the next rotation is really good. I'll probably keep a rotation of him and Tech Sin, or maybe I'll do STR Omega and the Ice and Nova. Since Ice and Nova have the 70% chance to stun, keeping them on rotation could play to our benefit. So we'll see. All right, nice defense lowering there from Super 17. Yeah, so he's sealed, so we know he can't super us. Is this what I want to do? The only thing bad about this is he doesn't have big bad bosses if I do the rotation like this. But he is debuffing another 40% right here. I guess let's grab those. We'll give all of these to Ice and Nova. And then for Tech Sin, it doesn't really matter what we give him. We'll just give him those 4. Tech Sin doesn't have, like, any special debuffing abilities, so floating him, I think, will be okay. He is creating Rainbow Orbs, and I think he lowers defense. But I think I'd rather keep the 70% chance to stun on rotation as opposed to the just extra links that we would get right here. So, boom, there we go. That's some more defense lowering. Hopefully they actually land the attack. Doesn't look like they got the stun. We'll see. No, they didn't. Okay, that sucks. But they got an additional, and I don't think they got it again. They have a great chance to stun, by the way. It's a 70% chance, and I think they missed it both times. You can kind of see the character, like the boss in the top left before their super attack loads. You can see if a status debuff applies to them before the actual attack like lands. So we just failed 2 70% chances in a row with those guys. So thank you, Ice and Nova. Really, really appreciate your hard work right there, guys. At least they did heal us, I guess. No reason. I'll save the active skill. There's no reason to, like, burn it this early in the fight. So let's go ahead and grab these. Again, Baby's going to debuff some more. Let's grab those. Kind of group up some STR orbs for Rildo. Well, I guess we can get the physical orbs. Okay, that's okay. Rildo prefers AGL orbs, but after all the other debuffing going on in this rotation... Oh, I guess Rildo does seal, doesn't he? Rildo does seal, but Omega seals. So having 2 sealers on rotation isn't really going to matter. Not a big deal. All right, sweet. There's the sealing. There's some attack debuffing. Baby's up to a 14 million attack stat. I mean, that's pretty good. That's obviously that's you know, that's fairly good. There's some more debuffing. Sick dodge, bro. I mean, he can't do anything to us. He can't super attack us. As long as Omega keeps landing his super attacks, I mean, he can tank any super that this Metal Cooler throws at him. I mean, we legit saw him eat, what, 4 in a row? And he was fine, so... yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. He is still sealed, so let's go ahead and we'll just throw Ice and Nova in slot 1 right here. They should be fine. They have about the same level of defense as Omega. Like, only about 1,000 off or something like that, maybe less. Let's go ahead and grab these. And then I'll just grab, like, I'll grab those 2 physical orbs with Super 17. Cool. So hopefully they get the stun this time. Let's see. There it is. There. You guys saw it up in the top left of the screen. You could actually see that they got the stun off. So boom, there we go. So that's the important thing about stunning this guy is whenever you stun Metal Cooler, he can't super you. Or, well, no, not even he can't super you. He can't heal. Healing is the more important thing, right? Like, this guy can kind of just... Between his dodging and his healing, like, he really doesn't heal that much, but coupled with his high dodge rate, it can make it, like, really hard to actually land damage on this guy consistently. So stunning him to where he can still dodge, but now he can't heal. It just means that like you're doing, it just feels like you're penetrating his armor a little bit more. I will keep these two as a rotation. No reason not to. I'll throw Baby in slot 1 right here since Metal Cooler is stunned. And that way we can get some more Shadow Dragon links active. Yeah, that's 7 out of 7 links activated. Perfect. We also have a bunch of Rainbow Orbs here, so that's going to help Omega out. And then we can grab, like, those. Yeah, we can get 6 orbs with Sin. That's fine. I think Sin needs 7 orbs is how many he needs, but we'll take 6. All right, we're down to 10 million with Baby. That's the loss of Metal Rildo on rotation. I mean, that's all right. We could use a new Hyper Metal Rildo. We could use that. Ooh, double super. Please land. Please land. Nice. There we go. Because that's just more debuffing. Baby debuffs on both of his super attack effects. So that's just, we're just keeping this guy's HP low. I mean, look. I mean, we're having an easier time clearing this with GT bosses than a lot of other teams in the game. So, you know, don't ever think you're just constrained by one team to try to take this guy out, right? Like, you just got to get a little bit creative with your team building, and you got to look around at your box and say, okay, who do I have that can do this ability? Who do I have in my box that can do this ability? And if you really just pay attention to what your characters can do, then you can have a lot easier time beating this. I mean, like, even Ice and Nova, a character who has never really had, like, a place in Dokkan, like, they've never really been good, even they can be good in here because they have that 70% chance to stun, and if you get them enough orbs, then they, like, double super, right? So just having the possibility of 2 70% chances to stun your enemy right here is very, very valuable. So it's not always about, you know, bring your strongest characters in here. Battlefield really is a test of how well do you know your characters, how well do you have your box built up, and how many characters do you have. You know, people like to call this like a pay-to-win mode, right? And to an extent, like, yeah, you do need some summonable characters, but it's not like you need the top-of-the-line premier characters. You just need characters that have different abilities, and you need them built up, ready to go. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there who have Ice and Nova, and you probably just kept them at their SSR. You probably have like 5 copies sitting in your box that you've never touched. You're just like, oh, this is a worthless unit. It's not worth my time to awaken them. I'm not going to link level them. I'm not going to awaken them because I don't have the time. I don't want to do it. And well, here they are just absolutely sunning this Metal Cooler boss. Meanwhile, people are coming in here with like crazy team builds and they just can't do anything to them because, you know, they just want to slam their head into a wall or something like that, right? Like sometimes it's just, you know, get your characters ready to go for these fights, and look how they will reward you. I mean, like, Ice and Nova having value in here. Again, I want to know how many of you out there have these guys just sitting around in your box and you've never touched them because you didn't think you were ever going to get value out of them. And it's like, well, boom, here we are, getting a ton of value out of Ice and Nova. Like, they've just had this Metal Cooler on lockdown, other than the very first turn where they missed both of their 70% chances, which is just unlucky. But, I mean, you guys saw what the Peppy Gals run. Sometimes you hop in the battlefield, sometimes you just get really unlucky. So, again, we'll take out Metal Cooler here in the next couple turns, and then I will go ahead and... I don't know. There's like a million teams you can beat this guy with. You could beat this guy with Superhero. You could beat this guy, obviously, with GT bosses. It just depends. I mean, I'm sure you could get, like, Majin Buu Saga. I'm sure they could have, like, a lot of value in here. So, you know, just try out Majin Buu Saga if you're struggling. Let's grab those orbs right there. Let's grab these right here. And then I think Sin this time can actually get... No, still can't get 7? Okay, well, still can't get 7 orbs with Sin. That's all right. That's all right. But yeah, you know, get your characters built up and just hop in here. Make sure you know what your characters do. I mean, just knowing that Ice and Nova here have the 70% chance to super. They've got the double super capabilities in them. It's just like, look how easy this has been. STR Omega is super old, right? Like, he's not even like a premier unit. Okay, we missed the stun again, by the way. That's crazy. But, oh yeah, but STR Omega's old. There might be some people that don't have STR Omega just because he doesn't really come around often anymore. But like Ice and Nova, I bet a lot of people have. Tech Sin, a lot of people should have. Omega, I don't know. What was the last Carnival banner that Omega was on? I can't remember. But there's like a possibility that people have Omega. Maybe they've just never used him. So Omega is going to be like the big, like, heavy carry through this. Like, if you don't have Omega, it's going to probably be pretty tough to do this with GT bosses. But, like, Rildo's not super necessary. Like, if you're missing Rildo, you can probably just swap him out. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and play the active skill here. Just cuz, for funsies. All right, that gets us some more debuffing and an attack break, so we should finish out right here. I always have, like, I can never get the Omega KO screen. I just can't get it. I'm cursed, but coolio. There we go. That's GT bosses again. Well, we were running on the time limit a little bit there. Nobody ever accused GT bosses of being a fast team, right? But there we go. I mean, we just absolutely sunned this guy. He tried. He got 4 super attacks on me instantly. Omega went nom 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 nom, ate that up, and then boom, we just absolutely obliterated this Metal Cooler. So there we go. That's another run done. Again, I do want to get a successful Peppy Gals run in here, but we just got super, super, super unlucky that last rotation. I mean, that's just what happens with Peppy Gals sometimes. I mean, again, let me pull up Peppy Gals real quick. Like, who all did I have in that squad right there? Yeah, like, obviously, that would have been fine. Like, we had Bra, right, on there. Bra with, like, her 70% chance to dodge. Could have put her in slot 1. Ribrianne would have been fine in slot 1 because she does debuff, like, passively at the start of turn. Chilai would have been fine in slot 1. Bulma would have been fine in slot 1. It's just, like, we just got so unlucky there. So, let me get one more run in with those guys, with Peppy Gals. If we die with Peppy Gals again, maybe I won't recommend Peppy Gals, but, oh, I should probably bring Kale and Caulifla. I should probably bring them. Huh. Yeah, give me a second. We'll hop back in with Peppy Gals in just a second. All right, here we are. We're back. We've got Peppy Gals, and we've got pretty decent opening rotations. Not the best possible, but pretty decent. All right, I'm going to leave these two, Bulma and 21, as a rotation. They do share, Brainiacs and Battlefield Diva, Fierce Battle, that good stuff. But more importantly, I want to get Kale and Caulifla next to Kale here. So that we can transform with Kale on, like, what is it? Well, I guess they don't need to be next to each other, but they'll be fine next to each other. All right, so this is much better. Now we can actually get Bulma's support up right there. Bulma's going to be able to lock down slot 1 really well. We'll go ahead and grab that for 21, and then just for Kale and Caulifla, I guess we can just give her all of this key. No reason not to. Get them maxed out so that they can do everything that they can. Okay, so you don't want to open with a super attack like last time. Okay, bud, that's cool. Android 21 does have stun chance, I believe, on her super attack effect, so hopefully she can get one of those off. Android 21, after she super attacks, will be very capable. Of course, she's not a very good slot 1 unit. We just got very unlucky with her being in slot 1. We does look like this lands. We do get the attack debuff. Again, you guys can look up in the top left there right before the super attack actually happens. So yeah, boom, there's the stun. We know that this stun's right here. So yeah, you can always look there. Well, not always. Sometimes it'll... Like, the super attack will load too quickly, but if there's ever, like, a delay in the load, sometimes you can actually see where we get things like that off. So, boom, now we've got Metal Cooler on lockdown. I decided to bring Kale and Caulifla and Kale for the damage. That's really the only reason I brought them, just considering it's like, well, the past couple fights that we've been in with Metal Cooler has been getting pretty close to the end, and I was looking at that first Peppy Gals squad that I brought, and it's like, I don't doubt that they could beat it, but since we didn't really have any major firepower on the team, I wanted to make sure that we actually had some this time, so... That's what's going on here. Oh, Ribrianne, I guess, has an actual OST here. I'm glad they got rid of these kinds of characters, these, like, turn 1 transformation characters, and they've just gone to, like, intro characters instead. All right, he's stunned, so we don't need to worry about whoever's in slot 1 right here. I will probably keep Ribrianne on rotation right here. So let's go ahead. We'll keep Kale here. Of course, Kale and Caulifla are going to make a good rotation. Let's go ahead and grab just, that for Ribrianne. It doesn't really matter what we give her. It doesn't really matter what we give anybody here. Mamba does greatly lower attack. That's why I decided to bring her. So we'll see how Mamba ends up doing in this stage. Also, she's AGL. I wanted to get a few more AGL characters on here because I was a little bit worried about timing out. But, I mean, you guys saw, if GT Bosses is able to get it done, then I think other teams are as well. So I'm not too concerned here. Got the nice, pretty cannon. Thank you. And then there's the seal. Boom. Very good. Oh, she's got the additional coming in. Awesome. Remember that Ribrianne is also passively debuffing. She does have, like, the, enemies attack down, whatever it is, in her passive. So... Yep, this team's very similar to GT Bosses. If you're able to get debuffs off, it's going to work out pretty well for you. So, boom, there we go. It's Mamba's going to cook this guy into some soup. Very good, very good. All right, we'll go ahead and float off Chilai. Chilai is really good, but yeah, we don't really need her on rotation per se. Can we get 7 with Bulma? We can. Perfect. Dude, there's so many rainbow orbs on the field. This is insane. Let's go ahead and grab these. And then we'll grab those. Chilai is going to be really good in here. I probably could have left the rotation as, Chilai and Bulma. But it'll be fine. I'll do Bulma in 21. 21 will do more damage. Chi-Lai doesn't do, like, she actually does negative damage, basically. But she does attack debuff, she does seal, and she supports, and she creates rainbow orbs, and then she can also heal. If she dodges 3 attacks, she can heal. She does have that in her kit, so very, very valuable unit that Chi-Lai is. Looks like Bulma is really, really putting out here. We will have access to Bulma's active skill on turn 7, assuming, I mean, we're probably going to last that long. I mean, it's, you know, very rare occurrence where we kill this Metal Cooler in, like, under 7 turns. Even with, like, a really powerful team. It can be troublesome to actually take this Metal Cooler out in a timely manner. So, yeah, here we go. We're just gonna keep going. Boom. Chi-Lai got some. What did she get? She got the stun off right here. Very nice, and the seal. Very good, very good. Yeah, Chi-Lai, awesome unit. There we go. Is there any reason not to transform with Kale? Like, is there any reason to keep her in her base form? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and transform Kale. There we go. We'll slide her into slot 1. This will make a good rotation right here. So let's go ahead and grab those. We'll grab this for Kale and Caulifla. We'll grab that right there for Ribrianne. Okay, so this should be a really, really good rotation for both Kale and Caulifla and Kale. Yeah, Kale's up to 8.9. Pretty good. Kale can do, what, 4 of these, I believe? So, you know, I'll definitely take it. Yep, there's 1. Go ahead and just give me all 4. Nope, there's a normal. Normal. Give me the super, please. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we got at least a double. That's good. I'll take it, I'll take it. Kale and Caulifla, hopefully they come through. Kale and Caulifla do attack debuff, so that'd be nice to get a couple of those off. As long as Metal Cooler isn't dodging, we should be fine with this team. So, the nice thing about, like, the super attack debuffs is, like, these carry over to the next turn. Whereas, like, Ribrianne's attack debuff is only for this turn. I believe the super attack debuffs are for 2 turns. So that's, obviously, this is helping out our next rotation, which is why we want to keep these debuffs rolling. Alright, keep going, girls. Okay, that's fine. They should be, like, close to fully built up at this point, right? I forgot how much, or, like, how quickly they build up. Is it, they need to do 6 attacks to fully build up? Nice, we got the seal off. Very good, very good. I mean, well, I guess it's a guaranteed seal, but still, I'm just excited to get the seal off right there. Alright, nice. We could transform 21. Is there any reason not to? I think she loses the stun chance, right? She does. She gets healing. And she does more damage. I think I'm going to keep her in her base form because she's like the stun chance I think is going to be more valuable than getting the extra damage in. I think. You know, maybe I'll transform her later, but for now I am not going to transform her. Maybe I'll wait until like the turn 7 whenever we use Bulma's active skill. We will see. We will see. Oh, dodge that. Okay, that's fine. As long as one of these lands will be okay because we want some debuffs going on. Yep, very good. And smack. Thank you. Alright, just get the stun off, 21. Let's see. She got the attack break. No stun, though, at least on this first one. Got the attack break, though. There we go. Ooh, that's some pretty good damage. No stun again. Okay. And he dodged it. Well, that's why. Okay, well. Alright. Alright. No stun again. Wow. Okay, at least we got some more damage in, though. Yeah, that's lame. All right. Okay, well, she did really good damage though. I'll take the trade-off. You know, we actually did really good damage there with 21. So I'll take it. All right, Mamba, what do you got? What do you got in store for us, Mamba? Never used Mamba. And slice, make me some soup. All right, very good, very good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so 1 health bar. Kale and Caulifla should be able to handle that pretty easily. Very good, very good, very good. All right, so he is actually supering us on this turn, so, you know, but I'm not too concerned. Between, like, Kale here, Kale and Caulifla, Chi-Lai, I am not worried. Like, they're... Oh, no, the cord! No, how'd we make it? We went 34 minutes without a cord issue, and then we suddenly just have a cord issue. All right, well, let me know what you guys thought was the most effective team in this video. Very curious to hear what you guys think. This should be, like, double digits right here, or close to it. I mean, he has so many debuffs rolling on him that I can't imagine. Okay, so you got 25k. That's not too bad. And then we shoot out an 11.6 million. This should just absolutely wipe out Metal Cooler here, but we will see. Again, let me know what team you guys thought was the most effective. Let me know what team you guys have used to beat Metal Cooler. Again, you're down to about, I don't know, I started this at 16 hours. You guys can see how long it took me to record this because you know, it's like I don't just get to replay Metal Cooler, right? Like I got to go through and replay all of the stages. So yeah, now it took me 2 hours to record this one. So let me know if you guys enjoyed this Battlefield. Let me know what team you guys used to beat Metal Cooler. Let the comments know down below. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to catch you guys next time.